One strong indication of Rand's view of the proper view of education appears in one of her novels in fictional form. The novel is The Fountainhead, published in 1943, and it was the novel that first catapulted Rand to national prominence as a fiction writer. In chapter 1 of that novel, the young man who is the hero of the novel, the protagonist of the novel, is named Howard Roark, and he has just been expelled from school. He was an aspiring architect. He'd gone off to an architectural institute, and for various reasons he was expelled from school. And in the course of a meeting that he's having with the dean of the school, the dean has explained why the school expelled him and the terms under which the school might consider taking Roark back as a student. Rand puts in Roark's mouth words that indicate the proper approach to education for her system. Quote, "I came here to learn about building. When I was given a project, its only value to me was to learn to solve it as I would solve a real one in the future." Unquote. Right, so Rand's point here is that the professors, right, were functioning, many of them anyway, in an authoritarian fashion. They had their idea about what it was to be an architect, and they were trying to mold Roark to be the architect according to their vision. So they would give him the assignment, they would give him the design specifications, and he was then, as all the other students were, expected to work only within the confines of what it was to be an architect according to those professors. And so what we then have is a top-down, right, more authoritarian, right, form of architecture. Any student who wants to work outside of that box, wants to do his or her things his own way, then is seen as an inappropriate student and is expelled. And Rand's point here is, putting it in the words of mouth, in Roark's mouth rather, that he has his own ideas, right, about what his life is going to be about, right? It's up to him to come up with his ideas, what his designs, right, are going to be, and the job of the professors, right, is to be in an assisting role, to help Roark become the kind of architect that he wants to be, not have Roark become the kind of architect his professors, right, think that he wants to be. So it's the independence of judgment, the creativity, right, that is possible, right, to each of us, and the social relationships being mutually assisting for each of us finding our own creative, productive, and happy ways to get ahead in the world.